Let's be honest. AI models like Claude are incredible at analyzing data. They can spot trends. They can write summaries. They can give you strategic advice. But they have one massive problem. They don't know your business. If I ask Claude right now, "Hey Claude, how were my sales last month in ERPNext?" It can't answer. It has no idea who my customers are, what products I sell, or what my invoices look like. It either says, "I don't have access to that information," or worse, it makes up numbers. Hallucinations. So here's my question to you. What if you could give Claude direct, secure access to your ERPNext data? That's exactly what I built. And I'm going to show you how it works. Watch this. Based on my ERPNext sales invoices from the last 90 days, who are my top 5 customers by total revenue, and what items did they purchase most frequently? Look at this. Claude isn't guessing. It's pulling real data from my ERPNext instance. See? Actual customer names. Real invoice numbers. Exact amounts. Customer Westview Software, $261,000 in revenue and 2 invoices. Top invoice, from June in 2025 is $229,000. That query, that analysis, would normally take me several minutes in Excel. Export the CSV, clean it up, build pivot tables. This took a few seconds. And here's the crazy part, I can follow up. I can ask. Now show me which of these customers have declining order values over the last 3 months. It understands context. It remembers the previous question. It's like having a data analyst who knows your entire ERP inside and out. Let me show you how this works. Here's why this matters. Right now, most ERPNext users have 3 options for business intelligence. Option 1, export CSVs, upload to your AI. It's slow. It's manual. And the data is stale the moment you export it. Option 2, creating reports in ERPNext. Option 3, pay for BI tools. They require you to configure dashboards, write queries, and often need a consultant to set up. But here's the real problem nobody talks about. When you use a raw LLM with no data connection, when you just paste text into ChatGPT, you lose all context. It doesn't know your customer history. It doesn't understand your product mix. It can't cross-reference invoices with inventory. What if there was a better way? What if you could connect Claude directly to your ERPNext database, securely, in real time, and turn it into your personal business intelligence analyst? That's exactly what the MCP protocol enables. Let me break it down. MCP stands for Model Context Protocol. It's the standard that lets AI models like Claude securely connect to external data sources. Think of it as a bridge. On one side, you have Claude, the brain, the reasoning engine. On the other side, you have ERPNext, your business data, your memory. MCP is what connects them. Now, I've built an MCP server specifically for ERPNext. And here's what it exposes. More than 270 doc types. The building blocks of any business analysis. Customers. Your buyer relationships. Contact info, credit limits, transaction history. List customers who placed an order in 60 days. Suppliers. Your procurement network. Lead times, payment terms, product associations. Which suppliers have the longest delivery times? Your inventory. Product details, pricing, stock levels, categories. Show me items with stock below reorder level. Sales invoices. Revenue transactions. Who bought what, when, for how much? What's my average invoice value this quarter? Purchase invoices. Cost transactions. What you're spending and with whom. Break down my costs by expense category. Companies. For multi-entity setups. Perfect for analyzing subsidiary performance. Compare revenue across our 3 subsidiaries. Because Claude has now access to multiple data sources via our MCP server, it can do cross-entity analysis. This is the kind of stuff that normally requires SQL joins and custom reports. Watch this. Looking at my sales invoices and items together, which products have the highest profit margin, and who are the suppliers for those products? Look at that. It pulled sales invoices for revenue data, cross-referenced items for cost data, calculated margins, and looked up supplier relationships. One more. This one's my favorite. Based on sales velocity from the last 6 months, which 5 items should I prioritize for restock? Consider both unit volume and revenue contribution. It's not just looking at what sold the most. It's weighing volume against revenue. It's thinking like a buyer. This is what happens when you connect a reasoning engine to real business data. It's not just search. It's analysis. You're essentially getting a data analyst who never sleeps. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. What about hallucinations? What about made-up data? Let me address that. Here's the beautiful thing about MCP, it grounds the AI in real data. When Claude answers through MCP, it's citing your actual ERPNext documents. If the data isn't in your system, Claude tells you it's not there. It doesn't guess. It doesn't hallucinate. Now, quick note on security, because I know some of you are worried about this. This MCP server uses API key authentication. Every request is logged. You have full audit trails. You can configure exactly which doc types are exposed and which fields are accessible. This isn't a Wild West connection. It's controlled, secure, and auditable. Exactly what you need for business data. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.